Hello YouTube and welcome back. I am Benjamin Williams and today we're going to be making another lab within the home lab video. Today's video is going to be an extension of the inter-VLAN routing video that we did. So if you haven't checked that video out and you want to see how we got to where we are now, please check out that video. But to sum up that video, basically what we did was I configured this layer 2 switch to operate as a layer 3 switch. So now it has layer 3 capabilities. And basically what we did was we created one VLAN. So this computer, this MacBook is on VLAN 10. And this HP computer is on VLAN 20. So I put these 12 switch ports inside of VLAN 10. And these next 12 VLANs, which is the HP computer, as you can see, is plugged into those. This is in VLAN 20. So I put these as access ports, all 12 of these on the MacBook's VLAN, which is VLAN 10, and all 12 of these on the HP's VLAN, which is VLAN 20, made them access ports, and then I enabled IP routing on this switch to be able to ping from one PC to the other. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to create an access list on this layer 3 switch that is going to prevent ICMP traffic from VLAN 10 to VLAN 20, and also to prevent ICMP traffic on VLAN 20 from going to VLAN 10. And we're going to do that, like I said, by configuring an access list on this switch. So let me show you guys the topology that we're going to be working with, if that will help you bring you up to speed. But if you need to, like I said, go back to the inter-VLAN routing video on this channel when I'm in my home lab, and you will see exactly how we got to this point. All right, so here's a simple draw out of the lab topology. As you can see, we have the SVI interfaces configured on the switch, one of them being for the VLAN 10 and the other being for the VLAN 20 SVI interfaces that we configured. And then we can also see the IP address of the MacBook, which correlates to the VLAN 10 subnet. And we can see the IP address of the HP PC. It correlates to the VLAN 20's subnet and also VLAN. So now what we want to do is we want to go on this HP, and I want to try to ping. Let's ping to 192.168.10.100. We can see that is the MacBook's PC. And we are able to ping the MacBook's PC. As you can see, we got 4 packets sent and 4 packets received. All right, so now let's do the same thing on the MacBook. Let's ping to the HP. Let's do a ping to 192.168.20.100. Are we able to ping the HP? And we can see we're getting replies. All right, so let's do a Control-C to stop that. All right, now I'm sure you guys just seen this on the iPad, but I just want to show you again. Here are the commands that we're going to be running on the switch itself. So let me go ahead and get PuTTY loaded up on my big screen back here, on my big monitor, and then we'll go start configuring the switch. All right, so we have PuTTY up. So let's go ahead and hit enter a few times, and we can see that we're getting a response from our switch via our console connection into the switch. So it looks good. So let's do an enable. Oh, we're already in enable mode. So let's just do a show run. And like I said, if you guys want to get a step-by-step guide on how we got to where we are on this switch, please watch the inter-VLAN routing video. But we're just going to run through the running config right quick. We can see we have regular spanning tree information. This is the default. And we said at the beginning of the video that our fast Ethernet 1 through 12 should be, they should be access ports, which they are. They should be in the access VLAN of VLAN 10, and they are. And then we have port fast to enable the in port to come up in the active forwarding mode. And we also enable BPDU guard. So if a switch is plugged in and And of course, it already has port fast. If a switch is plugged in, it will automatically start forwarding, and it will create a layer 2 loop within our network. But since we have BPDU guard on this actual switch port, if a switch is plugged in and it receives a BPDU, the port will be put in the air disable state. So that will prevent layer 2 loops from occurring within our network. Let me move this PC down a little bit more so you guys can see that output. All right, and let's continue to go down. We said that the 012 was the last one that was supposed to be in VLAN 10, and we can see 013 changes to VLAN 20. So it has a similar configuration. It's just in the access VLAN for VLAN 20. All right, and the last thing that we want to show you guys is the actual VLAN SVI IP address information. You can see that right there. So if you want a step-by-step guide on all of that, please refer back to the Enter VLAN routing video. But let's go ahead and get into this video right here. Like I said, we're going to be doing access lists. So we're going to block ICMP traffic that's on this MacBook, which is VLAN 10, from communicating ICMP or ping information to this laptop. And then we're going to do the same thing back. So VLAN 20 is not going to be able to send pings to VLAN 10, and VLAN 10 is not going to be able to send pings to VLAN 20. All right, so let's go ahead and make this configuration on the switch. So first thing we want to do is configure terminal, and then I want to do an IP access list. We want to do an extended list, and we want to name this block VLAN 20 first, because this one is the one that's going to go in on the VLAN 10 interface. All right, and then we want to deny. And if we give context sensitive help, you can see we can deny a lot of different traffic options. But we said in this video that we're going to be focusing on the ping command. So we want to just block ICMP or deny ICMP. We want to do a host address of 192.168.10.0 because we know that this is the source address for VLAN 10. We want to do, it's going to ask for a wildcard mask. So we want to give a wildcard mask of 0.0.0.255, which is a /24. We want to do a destination address of 192.168.10.0.